Hi, my beautiful audience out here. Today we are back with a lovely guest today. As you all know that I keep on inviting guests, coaches, and there are authors, and you have seen already all my lives and my YouTube so that they are helpful in your life. So, with a beautiful quote, I would like to start that Carl Jung has beautifully put it across that the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. So, with these wonderful words, I would like to say that authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we are supposed to be and embracing who we are. Right. So it's a beautiful concept, and I really got attracted with this concept. And keeping this in view, I have invited a wonderful guest today on our show. And let me introduce the guest here. Right. And the guest is a beautiful personality. The beauty which is you are observing, it's not only outside but it is also inside. So we have got, actually I would define my guest as a diamond on the whole, because she has got a beautiful concept, and what she's working on, it is lovely than what she appears to be. So both the things are going well. And let's welcome our guest, Namrata Vishal. So, Namrata, we all welcome you on our podcast. And for the audience, I would like you to give your short introduction.
Thank you, Anita, especially for calling me and inviting me for your podcast. It's a privilege. Um, Also, one thing which I really like about Anita, you is you bring energy in the room. So when met you at Puri and everywhere, like it's completely like we don't feel. I love going in the rooms where I can be myself completely,
Yeah.
or else I reject the offer. And when Anita actually told me to come for this podcast, I was so happy that I know I'm going to be exactly who I am. She asked me if you want to go live or record it. I was like, you decide, and she was like, you, we both were like, okay, live chale jate hain, and that's so beautiful. And that's my core area where I talk about authenticity. So, hi everyone, I am Namrata Vishal. For me, being real is, I would say, automation. I cannot lie to myself. I love being the realist of the all to myself, and that's how I call myself as a self authenticity facilitator. uh, I have been into art industry from last 26 years and have worked with all the age groups like 4.5 year to I would say 72, 80. My grandmother also. So I've worked with
Wonderful.
them and I have actually felt that every single person on this earth wants to be accepted as they are. So if
True.
we do that, that's the true form of love we can give others. So this is one thing I want. This is very simple message that I want to pass on to this world is
Well.
please be authentic. So
Hmm.
I'm working on that vision. No goals, no nothing like कि मुझे कहीं पहुंचना है. I just want to work, be myself.
Yeah, yeah. So this is appropriate. And while you were telling me all these, how you became a coach, we are going to go deeper into it. And one line is very appropriate here, that what makes you vulnerable makes you beautiful. So,
Absolutely.
yes. So I think the more we are simpler, the more we are, open and true to ourselves, true to our soul, I think we can find our purpose of life. I think
Yeah.
this is the best way to reach our destination. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? And I think I've got a perfect guest today to find out. And the audience, I want all the audience to sit very carefully and take down notes so that it may be helpful for your life too. So, with this, we are going to continue. That I would just like to ask you that when we met, you told me that you were self authenticity facilitator. I was really surprised, and it was quite new unique one. So I would like to know the backstory of this, that how you came across this word actually.
So this is like from childhood.
Right.
I was a person who used to never take permissions. And I used to always announce or inform people that this is what I want to do. And I think that comes from my childhood. My parents have given us that liberty of not asking for things, but for saying that this is what we need. And if they say
Mhm.
no, we need a reason for
Mhm.
why it is no. And if we don't get a
Mhm.
reason, we need to understand they have a particular form
Mhm.
of explanation. So that is one way of how I was born and brought up. Then in
Right.
from 10th standard, I started teaching art. So it's been like 26 years now. And while teaching art, I was one, I was a, per- I was this type of a teacher where I used to never ever plan my sessions. I used to
Okay.
never ever force people to learn something which I want them to learn.
Okay.
I used to always ask the child, what you want to express today?
Right.
What is the drawing class going to bring? How is the drawing class going to bring joy to that child for that moment? That was my intention, always.
Mm.
So
Good.
till now, till in this 26 years of journey, not even a single session is being planned, and it comes from the universe, it comes from the child, it comes from our energy, our connection, the student and the teacher. And exactly what they need from me or what I want them to feel is being taken care of in that session. So this is how I came across. I was just living as this person till 2023. And then 2023, I planned to come online and I did a survey with all my old students. And all my old students came up with like one thing what they learned from me was how to live life. And I was like, okay,
Wonderful.
I also love talking about it, but I never thought I would become a facilitator for that. So, a facilitator for this purpose was something like self authenticity, being real, was so there. It was like a habit for me, and it was like just being there. So, that is what I want people to look at, because people ask me, how can you be happy after losing your husband in 2024? And I
Mm.
say, I choose to be happy. I choose to see things as they are. I choose to
Yes.
not segregate them in bad or good. So his
Yes.
death, I feel, can be a very good thing for him and for me. So
Mm.
and the life I have lived with him was beautiful. So why make it more sad by saying
Sad.
that 17 years were not
Right.
valuable, death was more important? No, it was not. The
Mm.
17 years were more important. I enjoyed my life being with him, being myself. And now I'm spreading the same message we both wanted to spread. So
Wow.
that's somewhere I feel a
Wonderful.
lot of things have changed in my life. And
Yes.
I am really, really grateful that I am myself and I am true
Yes.
to myself. I don't, there's nothing like I don't cry. I am not vulnerable. I cry openly. I express my emotions openly, because the
Wonderful.
one thing thing I have experienced when I saw my husband at the deathbed was so grateful. We should be so grateful, I would say, to uh, we are able to express ourselves. He was losing his senses and he was not able to express himself. And I was like, okay, this is something which I need to learn from here, that whatever I have is very much in abundance. I am going to be grateful for everything. I'm able to express, I'm able to cry, I'm able to be angry, I'm able to feel the emotion, I'm able to feel the real people around me, the love around me. So I I feel this is where if you start understanding that every moment you are not connected to your past or your future, you're here,
Very true.
present,
Very true.
then
Present.
nothing can make you go lie. You don't lie to yourself. You don't try to please people or your own self. So
Hmm.
one
Hmm.
thing which is, and I think life
Wonderful.
teaches us this. This is a process.
Yes. Yes, it is. And I think the authentic self of a person is a soul made visible, right?
Yes. Yes.
And usually what happens, the soul remains dead as the person keeps on moving on this earth,
Yeah,
right?
because we get busy with our what we say, our
Materialistic world.
responsibilities, our
Ah,
responsibilities,
yeah.
our roles.
Yes, yes, on our roles. Right,
So,
right, right.
and our roles are so many. We
Hmm,
we are
so
we
many.
are like,
True.
we become mother, we become teacher, we become sister, daughter, everything. But what are
Right.
we exactly? It's like we are not. We are. This all roles are part of us. We are
Right.
much more. Our soul is much
Right.
more bigger and spacious than what we think. What space we are taking as a role in people's life.
Yeah. One wonderful quote a person has, just with reference to what you have said, that presence without authenticity is just a theater, right?
Yeah,
We are all
absolutely.
playing our roles.
Yeah,
We are all playing our
and
roles.
life is so
And
beautiful theater.
oh,
But in
right,
this theater, if you are not real, people cannot connect
not
with you.
real. Right, right. And it is really a theater. When you get down from the stage, you're lost.
Yeah,
You don't know people, मतलब लोगों को यही नहीं पता चलता अभी करना क्या है. And the same thing is happening with my tribe. And this is my, humble request to all the people out there and Namrata, that I am looking forward to help the mothers in my tribe, those who are in a transition phase.
yeah,
When they are with the child, they are busy looking after the child and happy, teaching them, training them, everything going on. But a stage comes in the life. I think this stage comes with everybody, every human in the way. But
yeah,
here we are focusing on the mothers, because when the child gets into his teenage period, the mother is have to take a back seat. And this is a very tough situation in life. How can you leave your child like that? Just imagine the mother who has looked after the child and is grown up, and emotionally, physically, every time she is there with the child. And in
yeah,
a snap of a moment, that child shouts at her, or the parents, and yells at her. You can well imagine the situation of a mother.
yeah.
She is in
I
completely
see this.
dilemma. What
And
has happened to my own child? Now he could not do anything without me, and now he is snapping at me, he's yelling at me, he's asking me not to come into his room. You can I have seen mothers in tears, I
yeah,
have seen, and most of them are in shock.
yeah,
Some of them are in such a position that they have got to one of the mothers in my tribe, she stayed for 3 days in a room.
Okay.
She locked her room and she kept crying when she realized that her child is grown up. He doesn't need me anymore.
Okay.
It is not
Was the
easy.
realization true that he doesn't need you anymore?
Yes, it depends on person to person also, na.
Yeah.
It is that if a we all say that mothers are very sensitive, very emotional, right? Not only mothers, as women, we have got this trait. Being emotional is a strength for us,
That's
right?
strength.
We
Yeah.
shouldn't say that it's a weakness. It's a strength, and it only empowers us. Every time we go into a loop, we come as a winner. We come out as a winner.
Yeah.
Right. I have seen it in my life also. Whenever I go into a down, spiral, then I, in and then I shoot up. And that shooting makes me more stronger and makes me realize that okay, this is the situation and we have got to handle it like this. Got
Yeah.
it?
So
So the mother
basically,
is so
you're saying
vulnerable.
that a lot of times, uh, at at this moment when the kids are coming into the teenage and
Yes,
now wanting freedom and
freedom.
acceptance, I would say, this is the time. It's a transition time for the parents and especially for the mother,
Right,
because the
right.
mother has given major time of her life for him
Yes,
to grow till this age, and
yes.
now mother has to leave him or
Leave
maybe
it.
trust him on his journey, and
Yeah,
that is very tough for the parent.
it's not easy.
It's
It's
not
not
easy.
easy because the child doesn't need anymore
Yeah.
support of the mother on that level. कि भैया चलो खाना खाओ
No,
ये करो.
he or she needs something, but not the things what parents wants to provide.
Parents want, right? So here I'm coming to the point that the fathers are not that, you know feeling sad about this stage, because they're not emotionally attached with the child. They know at their place that this is my place. I've got to handle this thing.
Hmm.
They're quite strong in that way. At the mini level, at the grassroots level, mother is more connected to the child.
Okay.
Father is moving out, he's working, he's just asking the child, okay, kya ho raha hai, everything is going fine. So he's on his own level, na? Mentally
Yes.
he's not
Now,
connected with the.
I think because we are comparing the mother and the father
Ah,
life and how it is affecting, how a mother is getting
yes,
affected, father is not getting affected. We are talking about. I want to just go behind that side of their life, their
yes,
childhood, the mother and the
yes,
father as a
yes,
male, mother as a
yes,
female. What is
right.
the conditioning we have grown up with?
Yeah,
Not
that
with
is the
one
point.
conditioning, which is very important to talk when we talk about parents, is
Yes,
conditioning. They bring their own baggages, they bring their own
right,
conditioning, and that's
right.
how they become a parent. They take up the role in their own understanding. All right. So
Yeah,
mother has
it-
been taught that you are responsible for the child, you are going to nurture, give love, take care
take
of the
care.
child, and make the child grow. Okay, in a very beautiful individual or a human. All right. A
Yes,
male has been taught that you are going to be the provider of the family, you are going to earn, you have to be responsible, you have to be strong, you can't cry in front of the kids, you can't be so close to the kid that the kid doesn't he's not frightened or afraid by you, because you need control also in the family. That's what is conditioning, right?
yeah,
So the conditioning of being in control and this conditioning of being the nurturer or the provider, or that is actually mm, creating that friction. If we
yes,
see both parent took their decision of having kid, Both parent, both of them actually took the responsibility of taking few areas of responsibilities. I'll take and few you will take, but they didn't understand that when they grow, the responsibilities change, the things change, the time changes. So a child needed a lot of cuddling and a lot of love and a lot of answers to his questions and curiosity in the childhood. But
Right.
when he goes into
Right.
the teenage, the teenage child needs more of privacy, more of acceptance, more of
Very true.
trust. Because the child, if child is not trust, the child starts lying to the parent.
Yes.
That's a
Yes.
slow
So,
way, slow motion. It
yeah.
starts. It starts
Yeah.
where in teenage, especially.
Yeah. So, what my question here is that how, as a means the crowd which comes to you, the
Yeah.
ladies, what do you, how can you help them to overcome
Can
this
you give
kind of
me
phase?
a scenario how I will help them or how I'll make them see the
Means the workshops which you take, you
yeah,
conduct. What
yeah.
kind of like women
I
are?
do workshops. There are few workshops which I do. And I love working offline more than online. I
Oh,
started online,
yes.
but I'm literally working offline more. And online, if
Okay.
I'm doing only one to one. So every person is special and has a different problem. So I don't want it to be working in a group online is not what I'm doing right now. Maybe in future
Right.
I'll be continuing with that. But
Right.
now at present, I'm doing workshops like soulful self-love scribbles. That's one of my
Oh,
workshop where I
beautiful.
actually allow people to scribble, to
Oh,
see their
nice.
childhood, and then I will
Okay.
explain them what their scribbles mean,
Hmm.
because the scribbles talk a lot. You must have heard about like the child going to a pediatric. A child doesn't know how to say कि किधर दुख रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, what is how he's feeling. But the
Right.
child can actually express through the play area, in playing in the area of the and playing with the toys or maybe drawing something, and his
Hmm.
movements, his aggression, his move, his way of speech, the tone, the volume, everything
Okay.
speaks to that what is going on in the child's body or the mind.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Hmm.
that is what pediatric understands. As an artist, we understand through your art forms. So
Right.
we use it as a scribbles talk to us. If
Hmm.
it is a performance art, your performance talks to us that what you want to
Oh,
convey and what's going
nice.
on in your life. So for me, taking one-to-one sessions are very, very interesting because I'm observing as a third person completely in this room. So when
Oh,
in this room, if Anita and Namrata are sitting and having a conversation, there's one more Namrata sitting and actually looking at what's going on. Both of दोनों के इमोशंस कितने ऊपर नीचे जा रहे हैं, दोनों कितने कौन सी चीज से ट्रिगर हो रहे हैं, कौन सी
oh,
चीजों से they are actually responding or reacting. There's a difference
okay.
between responding and reacting. So a lot of
Oh,
things trigger us and we don't know we are reacting to it. We are not responding or we are not thinking and saying something. So there are
okay.
so many things which are automatic to us
Okay. Okay.
because of
Right.
the
Right.
content.
Right.
So the scribbles are also very automatic.
Right. Right. So that
So
means you
scribbles is
take
there.
offline sessions with the
Offline
mothers.
sessions, I do it in cafe. I do it with strangers. I bring strangers
Oh,
together and I do it because I feel every single person in this on this earth, I would say, is trying its level best to be
level.
accepted by people.
Right. Absolutely. And for the sake of the audience, would you please let us know that in which area are you there? Maybe some mothers feel like connecting with you.
So I stay in Mumbai, but I travel
Okay.
a lot. So I
Okay.
do my sessions all over India. But at
Okay.
present, I am doing my sessions in Mumbai.
Mm.
And upcoming one, I do retreats also. So I take adults for retreat for 5 days and 7 days.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the retreats are more about taking a pause, just
Oh, so beautiful.
just taking a
One.
pause and understanding what's going on inside rather than outside. So the retreats are titled as Parties Within. And I take adults to a space, a villa where they can be themselves completely.
Oh,
Um, we also make it a point that we don't allow people to come with their name and designation. So they come with their
wow.
full name. So
What a
they plan
lovely
their
concept.
full name and then they
Yeah.
come there. And not even a single person knows each other and their designations. So there is everyone is equal in that room.
Oh, nice, nice. So, coming over to a very important aspect, like the audience who are watching, most of them may be parents. And one question is there, how like self authenticity influences parenting and relationships? Can you just put in short, could you let us know?
It's very simple. I think my relationships. I would give you my example. My relationship
Mm.
with my parents, my relationship with my students, my relationship with my husband. Because my husband was a child for me last 6 years when he was not well. So I have seen
Okay.
that relationship also, and I've seen the relationship is just there if a society has given a name, but
Mm.
real love and relationship happens when the other person is showing the worst part of their life and you're accepting them as they are. So if you
Wow,
accept yourself as you are, it's very easy for us to accept others as they are. So I work
beautiful.
on the first part of the thing, which is work accepting you yourself as you are, which happens and which makes it very easy for you to have good relationships with others, because then you start understanding other and understanding them as they are, not trying to make them what you want them to be.
Yeah, very true, very true. So, though my audience are mothers, maybe parents, everybody here may be watching it. So, for them, I would just like to ask you one small question, that practical ways mothers can stay grounded while
Yes.
raising their teens or children, whatever you call. How can
The
they
most
remain grounded? Means not
grounded.
connecting so much and looking after themselves also. Those
Yes.
that part they neglect. So how
Yes.
can you be helpful for
Yeah.
them?
So the first thing what I tell mothers who come to me uh,
Mm.
is very simple steps you can take. First
Mm.
is questioning what you want in life, talking about your
Okay.
desires, talking
Okay.
about what you really are here for. Ask some questions to your own self.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
very important, because we have been told that we are caretakers, we are person who will be serving people, but we forget that we
Okay.
forget to serve our own self.
Right.
One thing
And
I
I think,
tell every parent, that
yeah.
please accept yourself as you are and start questioning yourself what you want from this life. And don't
Right.
what we do is we give our life to someone else completely, and then we expect them to give their life completely to us. That's not the way life works. It's you giving, you are complete and enough, and you are giving yourself that much that you don't need from others. It's not about need, it's about we are getting because we are what we are, and we are able to provide each other with that space. So acceptance and space is what makes the relationship more strong. So for mothers, I always say one thing what you can work on is start understanding that in your life you're the most important person. So you start
Wow.
working on your wants and likes and everything. The surrounding people will start respecting you, loving you, because you
Mm.
have started loving yourself.
Yes. What a strong message you have given. And this
Loving
message is
yourself.
really hit the nail, and this was really needed, much needed for mothers, because they are so engrossed in their, uh, looking after others, but they're not looking after themselves. So here comes the self authenticity coach or facilitator, what I'm saying, and all the details of this of Namrata, I will be putting it down in this. In the YouTube as well as in the Facebook, everywhere you'll find her details, her emails, so that you can connect to her on one to one basis, and she can take online sessions also, and she can help you with it. And if you are staying nearby to her place, then you are so lucky to have her, and you can meet her personally on the offline meets also, right? And she conducts workshops. You can have the details of her whenever she'll be having the workshop. We'll put down the links so that you can also enjoy the moments and know more about this beautiful soul, and she can also spread her brightness to you also. Right. So it was a wonderful talk to have. And we are so blessed and honored to have Namrata Vishal on our podcast today. And I think you have enjoyed it to the most. And most of the mothers really needed it. And me, myself, signing off, Anita Salatia, parenting coach, and your podcast you can call guide. And let's wish that we can invite Namrata once again. Whenever we need her guidance, we will surely invite you, Namrata. Right?
Always
And
ready
thank
to meet people, to talk to people. And if something I
very
can
true.
do for someone, please give me that chance because I'm
Yes,
so selfish in that way. I really want to make people
yes,
happy and be themselves. So if
very
somewhere
true.
I can
Very
help people, I will love to.
That is why you have called yourself as self authenticity facilitator, right? You will show the authenticity to them also, and I think it will be. Yes, it is very helpful for people today in this modern world, and in this fast moving pace is so fast that people have lost their authenticity also. So I think you are the most appropriate facilitator who can help them in their lives. Thank you
A
so
lot of
much,
people,
Namrata.
Anita, and I
Yeah,
will just add on. A lot of people
that's
think they make people feel good about themselves, and it's
right.
because when sessions happen, I actually show them the mirror where people cry
Yes.
also, and people see their dirty side also, and the ugly side also. And I tell them that please accept this part of you also, because this part needs
More love.
more
It is,
love,
I
more
think,
happening,
it is,
and
I
then
think,
we
a
can change
neglected part.
ourselves and transform ourselves.
Yes, very true. Very
So
true.
not so ignoring our worst part or our ugly part is not the way we can become authentic. We have to accept both the areas, the good and the bad of us. Every single person has that, and it's a mixture of that. But how we can balance and how we can not allow the bad to win. So that
Yes,
is the
very
struggle.
important. Very important message. And I would like the audience to put it across that what did you like about this session, and what more would you like to have from this wonderful coach of ours, which we have invited today. And we will love to have your suggestions, your comments below in the wherever you are watching it, right? And thank you, and God bless, Namrata. God bless you. Thank you.